Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Hustle Unfiltered. In this episode, we go through the most underrated hacks that you're probably ignoring to build as much muscle as possible in your physique. As always guys, if you enjoy the episode, please make sure you like, you share, you follow, give us some feedback in the comments if you enjoy the episode. And as always, if you're interested in any sort of coaching from Kayla or myself, our coaching application forms are in the show notes and you can even DM us on Instagram. Enjoy the episode guys, both caffeinated, ready to go.
I'm severely caffeinated this morning. It's my third coffee.
Oh wow. Gone from one a day yesterday and the day before to this.
My reasoning for it to be okay is because I didn't train today, so I'm not having any pre-workout. So
Fair.
normally I'd have 2 coffees and a pre-workout.
Well, I have no excuse because I had a coffee, a pre-workout, and now this.
Well, that's your standard.
It's just another day in the office for me.
Caffeine intake.
Alright, we're good. What's happening?
Nice.
How are you?
Good. 3 weeks post-show.
How's life feeling?
I feel like I'd say like 85 to 90% normal again. We've had more of a personality this week, which has been fun.
Yeah, it's been nice to have a conversation with more than myself.
Yep. A lot of words can come out, not just for work purposes, but in day-to-day life. I'm actually here to chat now, which is good.
Yeah, no, it's been good to see you come back to life and have that quirkiness that Kayla used to have.
I honestly think training has helped with bringing me back to life as well. So I feel like I'm a legitimate fucking coach and athlete getting after it in the gym now.
Improving your self-worth in all areas of life.
Yeah, fucking sending it every set. It's like, cool. I am actually a legitimate human now.
Have you felt like that you could actually send it on every set though?
Yeah, because the exercises I'm doing aren't as like taxing anyway.
Yeah,
For
so
what I'm doing,
you
I
got
can
like
send
a
it.
goblet reverse lunge. Like,
Goblet reverse lunge with like the most controlled tempo of my life. So I'm like, sending it just means that,
you're going close to failure.
yeah, but I can't really hit failure on that.
Yeah, your core will like give up before anything else.
The dumbbell RDLs, like I definitely pushed it to my limit yesterday in terms of like by the last rep I was like, if I go again, this is going to be all my erectors, and I'm making a conscious effort not to grow my erectors at all.
Less erectors, more glutes and hamstrings.
Yeah. But like hip abduction, I'm like just going till I can't move the weight. Pull downs, going till I can't move the weight. Like all the exercises you can just kind of take to failure pretty easily and it not fuck you for 3 days afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. But I looked at my calendar and technically next week is the last week of this block. So TBC.
Off-season loading.
Yeah, fucking G.
Well, I'm going to give a bit of an update on my life because I feel like it's all been about you the past month.
Yeah,
so.
Jackson hasn't handled that very well.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm the number one guy in the group. No, but for me, so last time I gave an update, I was probably in the back end of my push phase, my off season, which we're still technically in an off season, but we're in a health phase at the moment.
Well, both of us, we're in health phases. Go us.
Yeah, well, my health phase is a lot easier than your health phase.
Yeah.
Your
health isn't as debilitated as mine.
Yeah, I mean, it will be just maybe like 20 years down the track.
Yeah. You have a very delayed effect on yours.
Yes, exactly. So we've pulled back on supplements, we've pulled back on food and training volume, and then just getting doing rounds of blood work, and then also I have some other things I'm trying to look after at the moment. So the carpal tunnel syndrome was something that got really bad, and it's gotten better, but I still need to get the surgery anyway. So I'm getting carpal tunnel surgery bilaterally, which means on both hands, in 2 weeks' time. So that will be fun. Luckily, I'm in a very good position that the surgery is actually not that taxing at all. So what the surgeon said. So I'm hoping to be back to sort of training properly in literally within 2 weeks of the surgery, which is positive. He said I'll be moving my hands within the day.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't have to wipe your ass.
Yeah, I was really hoping you would.
Yeah, he's hoping he'd be out for months so I can just cook, clean and wipe his ass for him.
I'd actually hate that. The wiping my ass thing is probably the only thing that I kind of just want to say that I've gotten you to do for me.
I'm sure there'll be a point in our lifetime where I wouldn't have to do it. So.
But yeah, so body weight's holding around 89, 90 kilos. So we've actually added some really good lean tissue, which is awesome. And then, yeah, we're going to do a mini cut after the surgery, because that'll be very easy to do. And then it's just less food and a bit more steps on cardio. And then we'll go again in December, I think, for a push, which will be mad. So I can finish the year getting huge.
Slay.
Yeah, we can both get huge in December, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been me for the past, I guess, 2 months while you've been on your shred train.
While I've been competing, you've been getting healthy.
It's been nice though, like one of the things that's been cool is going back to those comps and people noticing my size difference. That's been a really nice addition.
Yeah, it's like you got another half a Jackson on you, like.
Well, the photo that Jason
year.
put up of the year difference is fucked.
Yeah, you ate yourself.
Yeah, I literally ate myself. But I'm not mad about it because I look like an adult now. I don't look like a child.
Yeah, it's cool.
Although I shaved my moustache, so I kind of look like a child again.
I think what was getting me the other day is because it's obviously like not as tanned as the rest of your face because I hadn't seen the sun in so long.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what was getting to me because it's grown back a little bit and I feel like it's filled in those gaps.
Yeah.
You look a little bit more like normal.
I like it like this. Like just a little bit. Like that's, if it doesn't feel as naked.
Yeah.
You know? But I think I do like it.
The no mo.
Yeah. Do you have a verdict yet?
I think I prefer the mo.
You know what I'm thinking of doing? I think I'm going to leave it like this for a little bit. And then when I have, like when the rest of my face starts growing, I think I'm just going to give a beard a crack.
I'm not a fan of the beard. That's something I'm not a fan of.
Do tell, like, why don't you like a beard?
Because I just don't like the look of it.
Really? But like, when I look at someone like Jason's or Adrian's, I'm like, it looks nice, it looks tidy.
Yeah, but I personally don't like it for my significant other.
So you're saying it looks good on everyone but me?
Well, I've never seen you with a beard.
Well, that's why I want to try it.
Yeah.
So if I get it and it looks good, will you like it?
I don't know. It just, you know what it reminds me of? Like, no offense to anyone with a beard, Jason, Adrian, but it gives old man.
Yeah, well, I guess as someone who's always felt like they look like a 12-year-old boy, that's probably part of the reason as to why.
Yeah, but like it's giving like proper dad. Like everyone that I know besides Jason and Adrian are all dads with a really big
Your
beard.
dad doesn't even have a beard.
My dad used to have a beard.
Ah.
So it's just giving like middle-aged man.
Maybe I'll get a goatee. That's dad. That is dad. I feel like full beard isn't dad, but goatee's proper dad. I don't know. Leave in the comments what you think. Like, this is actually very...
I reckon all the girls will back me up on this one.
No, I know some girls who love beards.
I reckon all the girls will back me up on this one.
So I'm either moustache or nothing. That's my options. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'm glad we came to that conclusion. All right. Let's get into something more productive. I actually had a really interesting topic that I wanted to talk about, and it's basically like the most underrated nutrition hacks to build muscle that you're most likely, if not 100%, ignoring. Now, these things are not going to be extremely like complex, super crazy. They're probably just things that you neglect the most that are almost like right fucking in front of you. It's almost like the 1 + 1 = 2 of nutrition. So the first one I had written down was just hydration.
Yeah. It's a basic fucking human need.
Yeah. Have you had any conversations with clients yourself or just like encounters with your own journey where you were neglecting hydration and you started implementing it more, or is that something you've always been really on top of?
I feel like I've very unconsciously been on top of water intake for myself because I like having water with me. Like this bottle doesn't leave my side ever. But I have actually, like one of my newer girls that joined the team, I think she was about like 2-3 weeks ago, she came to me saying like doesn't drink a lot of water. And I was like, that's the first thing, one of the first habits we're going to start implementing. And she's like, within a week, craving's gone, bloating's gone down. I was like, we love to hear it, girl. And it's just such an underrated thing. And I think because, you know, we obviously love coffee and like Coke Zeros, it's very easy to kind of think caffeinated, like energy drinks, things like that. It's very easy to kind of think just subconsciously, oh, I am drinking enough each day. But it's like you're drinking enough of caffeinated beverages. You're not drinking enough literal water.
Yeah, like they add to the hydration status. They go towards your hydration.
Yeah, but it's not
It's not the same.
Nah.
Like drinking 5 Coke Zeros a day is not hydrating yourself.
Yeah.
And I can speak from experience. Yeah, I think hydration, like, especially for the guys who are listening, and even the girls, like, I know the girls like a filthy pump in the gym. It's like, if you want to instantly increase your pumps in the gym and feel more energetic throughout the day, and even, like, when it comes down to hunger as well, if you want to feel less hungry throughout the day during your diet, drink more fucking water.
Yeah.
Like, good luck trying to eat a big fucking meal after you've already had 2 to 3 liters of water prior to that.
Well, a lot of the times people mistake their hunger for dehydration. It's like 3 p.m. Oh, I'm craving all this food. I'm starving. It's like, yeah, you've probably have had 1 sip of water today. Like, I'd argue you're just fucking dehydrated.
Yeah, and I've been someone who's been really bad at this in the past too. Water was something that I was poor, and then once I got a water bottle, like got the one like yours, it really, really helped, because it's always cold, and I like cold water. It's always next to me, it's always there, and it's always full, so it's just like you just sip on it throughout the day, and it makes such a big difference. Yeah. Even just productivity wise, I find a massive difference in how my brain functions.
I can tell when I haven't drank enough water, because it'll get to 3 o'clock and I'm like, I feel fried. And I'm like, why? Oh, because I've drank 1 of these instead of 2 by then. And just even that subtle difference, I can tell. It's like, okay, I've got a random craving for something. It's like, I don't get cravings, or my brain feels fried, or I'm like, I can't concentrate, and I can always tie it back down to the fact that I didn't drink enough water leading into it.
Like, for me, in my opinion as well, though, if you're someone who does train like we do, and you are like training 4 to 5 times a week, you need like at least 3+ liters of water per day, maybe even more. I know for some trained individuals, like, who sweat a lot, it's probably upwards of 4+ liters of water a day. Which sounds like a lot, but like, if you're a sedentary person who doesn't do much, you get 6,000 steps and you train maybe once a week, you probably don't need that much water. But if you're training in the gym 5 times a week, you're doing 10,000 steps a day, and maybe even throwing in some cardio in there, you need a lot of water throughout the day. Plus then your job as well, just to function your brain. And water literally, like, helps muscles contract. Like, literally fluid is what helps push micronutrients, which is actually our next thing, push like food around the body. Is like literally going to help and support everything, which won't have a direct impact on muscle growth, but indirectly it will play a massive role in your ability to build muscle. We have a flyer who's joined the podcast, our guest for this week. All right, micronutrients. So this will come down to fruit, vegetables, and even things just like the actual minerals involved with them, like potassium, magnesium, zinc, vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all those things. I know you've been always you've been very similar to me.
In terms of the veggie department?
Yeah.
I hated veggies when I was a kid. Like, I was anti.
Who doesn't? Like, if you're a kid and you like veggies, you're a bit of a fucking weirdo.
Mum put fucking broccoli on my plate. I'm like, fuck. Here we go again.
You know what the thing is, though? The thing that I don't understand about broccoli is, like, I don't know anyone that actually likes broccoli. So I don't understand why it was pushed so much as a kid. Yeah. Because out of all the vegetables, it genuinely is one of the worst ones. Like,
yeah, it's up there with like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, 100%. That was what I was going to say. So I really don't get the whole broccoli push as a kid, because it's like, bruh, give me like
give me a green bean.
Yeah, give me green beans, cucumber, carrot, onion, tomatoes. Like, give me that. Don't give me fucking broccoli.
I used to only eat the stems of broccoli. I couldn't do the head of a broccoli. Like, that neither. Freaked me out.
Yeah. I actually really like broccolini.
Yeah, I don't mind broccolini, but I remember when I'd see that broccoli on the plate, I'm like, oh my God. And when you chew something for too long, you start to make yourself sick. Because you just can't swallow it, because you're like, this is fucked. But then you're also like, I feel sick now. That was probably a once a week occurrence as a child.
So that just reminds me of when I was in like year 8 or year 9 and I started getting into the gym, and I'd have tuna and rice every day. It's literally like that whole gag reflex is just stuck in my head of canned tuna, Serena canned tuna and rice. Probably the reason I don't eat canned tuna that much anymore.
That's the fancy tuna too. I was smashing the Woolies tuna in spring water.
Yeah, fuck. I would douse it in like mayonnaise to try and like digest it, and then like if it was in my bag all day after a hot day, it was disgusting.
Yuck. No, my gag-worthy meal from when I first started in the gym was protein powder and oats. Because I didn't mix anything into it, and I didn't know how to mix protein powder in the oats, because I would just put the powder and the oats, mix it, put water in it, and then put it in the microwave. So it would come out like literally like a sponge you would use to clean your sink.
Yeah.
That's my gag-worthy.
That's probably why you don't eat oats that much anymore.
Oh, no, it just makes me borderline shit myself mid-session.
Yeah, fair enough.
As of late.
We don't want that. But anyway, back to the...
That was a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, back to the thing. So, you didn't eat fruit and veg that much? Or fruit, I feel like you've been pretty good with.
Fruit, I will always find like one fruit. Like there's always going to be like one fruit I'll like, and I'll run with it for as long as I can. And veggies, it was a process to get myself to eat veggies. But I'd say in the last... when I did the first photo shoot where that was all that was on my meal plan, I learnt to like vegetables. And that actually made me realise how important it is to have veggies in your diet. Not just when you are dieting, but also when you're not, from a health perspective and like human brain function perspective as well. Yeah. Because that was the quote unquote cleanest deficit I ever did. And I was like, I'm eating not a lot of food right now, but I'm also not having any random cravings. I still have a lot of energy. Like it was still a very positive experience. Whereas in the past when I do like deficits and stuff like that, I was a heavy, if it fits your macros, girly pop. Which
I would feel like is where a lot of people have neglected vegetables, because macro tracking and if it fits your macros has become so popular. It's so normalized now.
Well, it's like, oh, I've got an extra 100 calories left. Do I add chocolate or do I add vegetables? People are going to lean towards chocolate.
Yeah, and my philosophy around that is if you've already gotten your vegetables in, then by all means,
absolutely
go for the chocolate. But if you haven't, then you probably should opt for that. And again, as I said, most of these things don't actually directly impact muscle growth, but indirectly are massive, because for the fruit and vegetables aspect, like why we push this and why it's so important and why we've made that mistake in the first place, is just things like your ability to actually digest the food you're eating, your ability to absorb the protein and the carbohydrates you're eating. Like these fruit, vegetables, salt, all this sort of stuff is going to help with the ability to break that down, digest it, and absorb it into your muscles, which is what's going to help you grow. So you could eat all the chicken rice in the world, but if you're lacking a lot of vegetables and fruit, you're really going to be missing out on a lot of gains there.
Yeah, it's like quantity of food matters, but the quality matters just as much.
Yeah.
Because same thing with like, you can be eating enough protein every single day, you can be eating more food every single day, but if that's coming from LCM bars, protein bars, just a bunch of foods that, yeah, they do have some macros in it, but from the nutrient side of things don't actually support you, you're going to walk into the gym feeling like shit. You're going to feel sluggish, you're going to feel bloated, you're going to feel lethargic. Like I know for a fact that if you feel fucking bloated as shit, you're not going to want to push yourself in the gym because you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's a direct reflection of the nutrition choices you're making and a lack of quality nutrition in your diet.
Yeah. And the other one, like bringing back to the hydration, is potassium. So it's like...
He's a potassium queen.
Yeah, I'm big on the potassium.
King over here.
I will credit Jason, my coach, for this. And it's made a massive difference in my performance, my ability to have really good sessions in the gym, just because that hydration balance is a lot more balanced, right? Like more potassium, more salt, more hydration is going to help with your pumps in the gym, your performance in the gym, as well as your recovery, because you're losing less of those things throughout the session. So it's really important. Our go-to guidelines around this is like 2 to 3 servings of fruit per day, 3 to 5 servings of vegetables per day. And if you can do that, you're probably going to cover most of your bases.
Yeah.
What did I say? Eat the rainbow.
Eat the rainbow, get lots of colour in your plate.
Meal timing around training. You're big on this one. Well, we both are.
Again, it wasn't always the case, but in the last, I'd say 3 years, it's made a world of a difference. I used to be the fasted training girl and wonder why I feel like shit halfway through a session. But pre and post training nutrition is one of the easiest things to make a difference in your training sessions without having to do anything so drastic. It's like if you're used to training on an empty stomach and you haven't progressed, or you look no different than you did 6 months ago, eat a couple fucking rice cakes before you train. do that for a training block and come back to me.
Yeah, I remember when I was doing face-to-face and I'd have the early morning clients who'd show up without eating anything in the morning, and then we'd get halfway through the session and they're like, oh, I don't feel so good. I need to go to the bathroom, and they vomit or they shit themselves. And it's like, did you eat anything this morning? No. Okay, there's our problem.
Or it's, did you have anything? Yeah, I had a double shot coffee and a pre-workout. It's like, mate, that's not fucking food.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Like, if you're going to train in the morning and you're someone who likes to train fasted, I have 2 bones to pick with you. 1, how do you not feel like shit all the time? And if you don't, you probably don't train hard enough.
I reckon they do feel like shit all the time. It's just become their norm that they think that this is okay. That this is actually a normal feeling. Because training in prep, I felt like shit, and I was like, this is probably how most people actually feel when they train, but they think it's normal and they just don't realise it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I don't understand. And the other bone I have to pick with people that say that, oh, I'm just not hungry in the morning. It's like, no, you just haven't trained yourself to eat in the morning. You've trained yourself not to be hungry. Because I used to be the exact same. I used to be like, oh, I feel sick. Like, I don't want to be bloated in my session. I don't want to have a big tummy in my session. It's like, not having a big tummy in my session or progressing my training, actually build the physique I want and make the progress I want to see in the gym.
Yeah, you can train yourself to be hungry. It's the same way as you can train yourself when to pee.
Yeah.
Like, if you do that...
When to shit.
Yeah, like
morning
literally.
poop every single day.
Yeah, for me, no. It's post-workout. Training myself to that.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't even have to be when like a client would say, oh, I just don't feel hungry, or like I don't normally eat before. It's like, start with literally a banana. You could do a banana and like...
Rice cakes.
You could just do like...
Even do rice cakes and honey.
A crumpet and honey is something a lot of my girls love.
Yeah, like very simple, easy to digest. Post-workout meal as well. It's like you want to replenish all the glycogen, all the energy that you just use, right? So you get a decent post-workout meal in. You know, usually that's going to be your lunch sometimes.
Yeah, or brekkie if you do train early in the morning.
Yeah, or brekkie
like
properly.
Protein and carbs.
Protein, carbs, and off, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. Protein oats, chicken and rice, mince and rice, eggs on toast, smoothie.
You're good.
That's all the foods I can think of.
The other one I've got here is around fiber and digestion, which these are all kind of linking. Like, I feel like if you do all these things, you're kind of going to look after the fiber and digestion. But I feel like a lot of people either really overdo it on the fiber without even knowing it, or they really underdoing it without knowing it either. Which one do you find is more common with your girls?
I'd say underdoing it. Or I'd say underdoing it because there's like a lack of veggies, or overdoing it because there's an overuse of things like protein bars.
Yeah.
Low calorie, high protein.
Which is also like not the best fiber to get.
It's like fiber in moderation, but like your daily fibrous sources should not be a makeup of that. Yeah,
it should be like green beans, avocado.
Avocado is my favourite.
Yeah.
Green beans and frozen stir fry from...
Yeah. And just like, potatoes, like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Your good carbohydrate sources as well are going to be really good sources of fiber. And it's just the same thing, right? If you're dieting, this is a really good hack. Getting more fiber in is going to make you feel fuller for longer. It's going to aid in your digestion, which we know when there's less food coming in, your digestion can go really shit. And you've obviously just like experienced that. And I think the reason your digestion was still pretty solid throughout the prep was purely because you still prioritize so much fiber.
I have never prioritized fiber so much in my life. Like, this used to be something that I would get probably like...
Your fiber, I'm potassium.
I was like maybe like 10 to 15 grams of fiber a day. And that's because, again, I was all about if it fits your macros, like blah, blah, blah. But when I'm building out my meals now, I'm looking at, do I get the 3 macronutrients I need? Do I get my fruits and veg that I need? Do I get the fiber that I need? And then anything outside of that, that's when I add like the chocolate with the creamy and blah, blah, blah. But throughout the back end of prep, I'd say literally only within the last 3 weeks of prep for the last 2 shows, that's when my digestion was very inconsistent.
You're also throwing in more and less calories in that time too.
No, absolutely. Like, I had less food coming in overall, and so I was going like every couple days versus up until that point every day. And I know from experience as well for myself, because I've got a lot of this data. I've looked at a lot of this data from my experience. For me, like my sweet spot is between like 24 to 27 grams of fiber. Too much fiber, I'm not going. Too little fiber, I'm not going. That's my sweet spot. But I find for most people, it's generally between that 25 to 30, maybe even 35 mark. But again, that also depends on how many calories are coming in overall as well.
Yeah, I feel like for the guys, it's whenever they're doing a growth phase, like the digestion really goes to shit because they overdo it on a lot of the fiber. And they don't
I remember at one point your fiber went up really, really high.
Yeah, it was like 50 grams, which like isn't crazy because of my body weight, but at the same time, like you don't want to be getting so much fiber in that you're just like sitting on the toilet all day, especially when you're really doing your best to try and digest that food properly and absorb it.
Yeah, you don't want it just going through every 2 hours. That's so also not a good time.
If you're a guy trying to build muscle, like really look at the fiber because getting more calories in, it means it's going to be an uptake of fiber, but you need to find that sweet spot for you, because if you're just relying on things like, you know, heaps of bread, heaps of bagels, heaps of wraps, heaps of crumpets, that sort of stuff, like it might build up. So that's where maybe the more calorie dense foods might come in, the more sugar based foods, the honeys, the cereals, that sort of stuff, which is why people lean on that in a growth phase, specifically guys, because things like cereal, like rice bubbles is just rice, essentially. Like it's one of the few cereals where, yes, there's sugar, but it's pretty low ingredients. So that's why a lot of people drink it, or eat it, because it's pretty clean. Yeah,
it's not like you're having, what's it called? Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
That is like, you don't even have to look at the ingredients, you know, like that's a bowl of sugar right there. But rice bubbles, unless you add sugar to it.
Yeah, which has still got sugar in it, but it's like...
not excessive.
Yeah, and again, like it's not that we're demonizing sugar, it's like, right, there's literally sugar in everything. But like, the thing is...
my sugar intake has gone up because I'm eating more bananas every single day.
Yeah. My sugar intake went up because I was eating so much sweet potatoes.
Yeah, sweet potato, banana, honey.
Yeah.
Literally the like last 4 ingredients that I see in MyFitnessPal that has sugar is like all the things that people would be like, oh, it's got sugar in it, like the Biscoff or the chocolate.
Yeah.
The first like 8 things is like banana, honey. I'm like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm still health.
So, yeah, I think to cap this off right, if you do a really good job of being hydrated throughout the day, getting fruit and veg in the day, and time your meals around your training, you're going to do a really good job at ticking a lot of like those boxes automatically. Like, you know, if you're doing the fruit and veg and being hydrated throughout the day, the only thing that you really need to do other than that is get food in around training, and you've kind of ticked a lot of boxes around your health and that sort of stuff. Another big underrated one, which I'm going to steer away from more of the hard facts here of hydration, all that sort of stuff, is like actually fucking believing in yourself. Because I think, you know, I've been having a lot of conversations with clients lately, and it's like they've raised their standard to themselves really high, and it's been really good because they operate at this really high standard now. But then like anything less than that is just like purely terrible. And it's just like, bruh, you need some positive reinforcement here. Like you need to give yourself some credit. And I think that's just what comes with working with a lot of high achievers. And you're a great example of that as well. Of like, oh, like I need to lose more weight, or I need to be smaller, or I need to be bigger, or I need to have the result now. It's like, but man, you're doing a lot of great things. Like the rest is just time.
I think it's also important to remember, and this is something I've seen a lot on social media as well, is like the average population really do not operate at a decent standard. Like a lot of us, I'd say, but obviously both of us, but also probably every single one of our clients, we all operate above average compared to the entire population. Yeah. Like the standards are really fucking low. So if you can literally tick those boxes, if you can get in two pieces of fruit and 5 vegetables a day, you're already ahead than like probably majority of your friend group, your work circle. Like you're already doing a lot more than the average person.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think it just comes down to like doing it for so long that you just know that this is now how you operate, and it's just the standard.
Yeah.
And then that way you don't have to ever fear of being not good enough because you just operate at that level all the time.
Yeah, it's just your norm.
Yeah. So I think if you can follow that, especially along with those other things, like you got a pretty good recipe there for being very successful with your physique. And I think this is very much a lot of the things we focus on with our clients a lot.
Well, at the end of the day, is for you to keep progressing with that as well. It just comes down to adjusting portions.
Yeah.
Like it's as simple as, okay, you're ticking off all these foundations. Now you take it to the next level. This is the amount required for that build goal, or this is the amount required for the fat loss goal. The foundations don't change no matter what your goal is.
Yeah, the only thing that should really change is the calorie intake and the training to a very small degree.
Yeah.
But everything else should stay the same. You should always be prioritizing these things. And I'd say these are probably the pillars, the basic pillars that you should be following if you're someone who's really trying to take the gym more seriously and progress your physique. Because if you can nail these, then the other stuff is fucking easy.
Yeah.
Tracking your macros becomes easy. Hitting your protein target becomes easy. All this sort of stuff. This is the base behind it.
100%.
I think that kind of wraps things up pretty well. Anything you want to add?
No, I think that is a very simple blueprint to follow moving forward.
Lovely. All right, well, we'll wrap it up there, guys. So thank you for listening. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, please make sure you you follow us on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, do all the amazing things because we know that you like the episodes. And if you're interested in coaching, show notes, Kayla's coaching application form, there's going to be mine as well. We're also going to be we're working on our little meal prep. We haven't really named it yet.
Call it a blueprint. I like the name blueprint.
Meal prep blueprint.
The stupid, simple meal prep blueprint.
The KISS blueprint.
The KISS blueprint.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Ah.
Yeah. So if you guys keep on the lookout for that, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.